Alright, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Dale Duck, the host and also one of the commentators for Streets of Rage 4. I'm here with Mash and Darkfox, as well as Quo and Grace on the couch. Y'all are in for something. I've been watching these guys practice, and it's quite the game. So
it's definitely
get a snack, get a drink, and relax.
Alright, so Retro won, right? We established this?
Yes, Retro did win by $1.
Hang on. Let me wipe my controller off. Make sure everything's nice. Ready to go here. Alright. Correct soundtrack now.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So we're gonna be doing story mode, not arcade mode. If you look at the leaderboard, you'll notice that everyone's playing arcade mode. So when you play in arcade mode, you only get 1 credit. So if you run out of lives, and you don't get your lives back after every stage, right? So if you run out of lives, you game over.
Yeah.
Now that means that you can't run around severely abusing abilities that consume health like you can in story mode. So we're gonna play in story mode because we're bad at the game, so we want to abuse those things. Basically.
Well, that and just allows for a lot more leniency towards tech with this game, considering how enemies have priority.
I think I would enjoy this game a lot more with a fight stick, but it is what it is.
I mean, I've tried with the fight stick. I did not like it.
Oh.
No, it was bad because the game doesn't like you.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wowie.
Pretty crazy, isn't it? Wow.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
As soon as we... I just pause the run. Everyone pause the run. Are you playing as Axel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So are we actually winning?
No, you're good to go.
No,
I think he was just...
It was just a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke. Alright, so, like... I can't really give you a countdown.
Well,
so I'm just gonna say go.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna go. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just hope we don't crash.
God.
As soon as my character starts to move, I'm gonna say go. Go. No. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
This game is very high quality.
I was gonna ask, since we haven't really gotten into the meat of the gameplay yet, what can you say about the lore of Angry Streets here? Why are the streets angry?
Okay. So basically, Axel, when he looked like Mash's version of Axel, not the version that's bearded and it's like a lumberjack that's in this game, him and his friends, occasionally including the guy I'm playing as, beat up this guy called Mr. X, who is basically like a big mob boss, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he ran the city. It's like Batman or like Gotham, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, many years later, that guy's dead because we killed him. And unfortunately, his twin children are also shockingly evil mobsters who are running the city. So we've decided that we're gonna return to the streets of rage. Well, the streets while enraged, I guess. To beat up some bad guys. We only beat up bad guys. I want to be clear that we only beat up bad guys in this game. No innocents are harmed. We are dealing, justice on the streets. This is a pretty good time.
So let me ask you then, because there were some rumors going around that this game actually ties into a feature-length movie, Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Oh, yeah, right. So, okay, this game's plot. Right, so The Y twins are running around, right? So we'll get there. We'll get there. You're trying to pop off a little too early here, Dale. We got to get to the level where I can show you.
I respect.
I think level 5.
I think it is level 5.
So you can just neutral jump that guy as he's coming down, and he kind of can't do anything.
So I'm sure the viewers would like to know. You guys are throwing out a lot of punches and kicks and
Yes.
whatnot. Is there any method to that, or are you just throwing punches and kicks?
So, generally speaking, the best combo is going to be punch, 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 and then that attack for me. Like 3 punches, and then my blitz attack like that, right? You'll see on the stream. Punch, punch. There we go. You saw me toss that guy back from that kick, right? Off the edge of the screen. Basically, Shiva's best attack is that one where he goes like this.
Gotcha.
That one, right? So this has like a ton of hits to it. We're going kind of slow, but that's because I answered your question. Basically, what you want to do as Shiva is do that attack all the time. And then when you get to a boss, you do one other attack. Which you'll see. So I'm gonna super this boss real quick. And then when she bounces out, I'm gonna chase her down and just kick her over and over again. She kind of can't really do much. While we're standing here supering her. Now that does use, you know, your HP a little bit there. If you notice, I'm low on, it put me into green HP. So when you use a super, it uses your HP, but you can gain it back by hitting things. We don't really care. Part of the reason that we play on this difficulty level is because you always get your, like, lives back, so who cares?
Yeah, a lot of the time we're just gonna abuse the death just to get
like
full
yeah,
health
like
to
I
get
would rather
supers
just
back.
die. Yeah, exactly.
I actually never noticed that about the green health. It's kind of like the Bloodborne thing, where you hit the enemies after getting hit, except not really.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
basically
similar.
Bloodborne. Yeah. Did we crash?
I'm waiting to load the next stage, apparently.
Me too.
So what
Okay.
does 2-player affect in this run?
Yep, I got a crash. Awesome.
Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, after the most recent update, it affects your ability to play the game. But also, it reduces. So by default, your damage for playing with 2 players is reduced to 80%. And then also, if you turn off friendly fire, which really with this game I feel is fairly necessary if you want to like kill things quick, because that allows you to stand on top of each other. Then it loses another 10% overall. But I feel like, again, that us being able to stand and not hit each other and knock each other across the screen is more valuable. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Alright, so I guess we're going to switch to a stage select run now. Oh, wait,
Just
no,
go
wait, the
back in
save
the
file,
story.
yeah, the save
Yeah.
file should
It-
there. Hang-
Yep.
Let's see.
That's very unfortunate that recently it's just gonna have crash issues, but hopefully we don't get as many.
This might be a thing every level, though.
Oh,
We never know.
maybe,
It's all up to
potentially.
RNG.
I honestly kind of wonder if it's because we're mashing through everything.
We did that before and we never had the same issues. So.
It's true, but this only happened very, very rarely before.
Modern gaming, indeed.
Waiting for other players to finish loading.
So while we're waiting on whatever's happening right now, I do want to remind everyone that there is a bid war coming up.
Did it just crash again? Are you
Did
fucking
it really?
Yeah. It just does not. Okay,
So-
stage selected. What a great game. I want to say this game is bloody amazing.
Remember when you watched those other 3 Streets of Rage games and they just worked? Alright, let's stage select maybe.
So me another invite again.
So anyway, I would like to remind everyone that the game coming up next, run by MASH and with the same couch, is going to be having a bid war between which outfits we want to wear. Definitely
By we,
donate to
he
that.
means the character.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by
yes,
bid war,
we will
he
not
means
actually be wearing them.
you can change the outfits every level.
Yes.
So,
So there is
an
essentially
actual war.
20 bid wars in one.
Yeah, 20 bid wars back to back.
So get those
Oh,
donuts
again?
in.
It like did not let me accept the invite for some reason.
I'm gonna let the cutscene play for a second, because I have it as stupid fast hard drive, and I actually wonder if that's affecting it.
Maybe, but it didn't last time when I was host.
Yeah, again, this only happened after the last update that it does this.
I want to be
often.
clear that we were doing. You watched us play this level earlier, fam.
Yeah. You definitely did go to the police precinct.
It crashed. It's just not.
Oh my
letting us play this
god!
level.
Is this about to turn into a single-player run?
I mean, we're just gonna have to skip the level, maybe.
No. Let me restart my game. Let's keep troubleshooting for a second here. It's live on NASA 2020.
I mean, if anything,
oh wait,
we will restart.
wait! A Steam client update has been downloaded.
Oh no!
That might be why.
Steam.
Oh my! No
way! No
Right.
way!
Yeah, for real.
All right, well, I
No
guess
lie.
we're gonna do that and restart the run. Yay, Steam! Thanks for updating.
Dude, I thought we had enough people to deal with all this.
I thought I did too.
So I just got word from the CEO of Streets of Rage himself that if someone donates $10 right now, the game will get fixed.
Valve
what?
hardware survey. What? Valve.
I mean,
Not
it's
right
funny.
now.
It's funny. The game that coming up after this is actually very, very poorly made as well, but more.
Bro, crash
Or-
block.
I mean, there's supposedly a 50-50 crash on load screens in that other game, but like it mostly only happens in co-op, and so we'll see.
That was great. I'm a big fan.
Look, man, you get to show off every part of the game. You get to show off
Every
the full
part.
package.
The full package. This is the full experience, y'all. You're getting it here.
All right, you can send me. Invite.
There's no way that just happened.
It really did just happen. I mean, I don't know what you want from me.
All right, we ready?
Hello. Sweet.
Try this again. All right, so we're actually gonna hopefully have this stage work.
We'll see. This is not promising.
I mean, it still looks like it's loading on my screen, but it's not doing anything. That's the funny part.
Is Police Precinct just broken? Are we skipping a level?
I crashed again. Awesome.
Oh my god.
By the way, the crash message just says smells like burnt chicken. That's the crash message that you get with very vague information. So
I want to be clear that we genuinely just played this right before the run started.
That did happen.
This
I can
exact
verify that.
level. I can't believe the police have done this.
Try going to stage select and just going to level 3.
Wait,
I
is
think it
level
might
three
just
the police
I think it might just be the level.
I'm just gonna try one last time in this version. Mash, did you update Steam?
I let everything update. I exited completely out of Steam and let it update, yeah.
Okay.
Like, unless there's some other
This is the
weird-
last time I'm gonna try it. Otherwise, I'll just do it solo. And then we'll do it. I don't want to skip content.
Bro, it's game skip. You skip the game. We discovered the tech.
Should I let this play out? Do you think that'll help?
Maybe.
Alright, I'm just gonna let this cutscene play.
Yo, we're gonna get the lore.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, there's a new organization, Grand Master of Chinatown. Yeah. So basically, they want us to go talk to me. Uh oh.
Yeah. You can imagine what happens now.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's just not gonna let us play the stage. Awesome.
All right. I'm gonna just play it solo, so that the people can see the stage.
This is
Well,
so
I
rare.
mean, we can't even guarantee the rest of the level will even play out.
We
at this
cannot.
point.
But I'm still just gonna quickly play through this.
Yeah, just show off the level. I think it'll be faster anyway because you'll be dealing more damage.
Good video game.
Oh my god, it worked! We're in the level.
Yeah, well, it's not playing online. That's the other thing. So they busted something.
So
Good
now we're in a
job.
police precinct. These are police. So these are also bad guys. Obviously.
Oh yeah, can join pre-game? Like,
I
mid-game?
mean, this seems pretty reasonable to me.
Okay. Mash could join. Is that a thing? Can you join people mid-game?
No.
as they're
No,
playing solo?
no, I
Okay,
cannot.
Yeah, because Lurk had a good idea, but that's not a feature, then that's not a feature.
Yeah, it doesn't have drop-in.
It does sort of seem like the story here goes a lot like the Yakuza games, where your solution when you go to talk to someone is to beat the shit out of them.
Oh
first
yeah,
and
no.
then
I mean,
talk
you
to
don't
them.
really talk to people. You just beat people up. You're a vigilante.
Here's some discourse, actually. Here's a question. Do you think that this game, do you think Streets of Rage would benefit from getting the Yakuza treatment?
What
I
does that
can't
mean?
even. I can't
Like getting
load
a
the
Yakuza
precinct.
style game, but it's Streets of Rage. I think it would work well.
I mean, I think that it could work well. But I think that it just depends. Like, do you think that Streets of Rage would work as a 3D game? Wouldn't that just
sort of
be
look-
a Western Yakuza like game at that point? It's just, isn't that just a
I
whole
mean-
new IP
Well, yeah, but it would be
with the
it
same
would be
name?
kind of like Fist of the North Star. It would be kind of like that, where they took like that anime and the Yakuza people turned it into a video
Definitely
game.
thought I was on the right plane with that, but I wasn't.
I don't know. It was just a thought that popped into my head when I said that, and I think
don't
it
know.
might be a neat. Or sort of a look at Yakuza and that type of game as
Oh.
sort of the logical
Thank you.
evolution of City of Rage. It could also be a Dynasty Warriors game. That's an interesting idea. That would actually be really interesting. I would like that. I would play a Streets of Rage Warriors. So what are we doing right now, Dark Fox?
I'm beating up police officers because they're bad guys. Again, reasonable.
Reasonable.
In this game's story context, they're apparently mind controlled, but
No, actually, that's not true.
yeah.
No,
I mean,
they were
that's what I
trying to
initially
set up
thought.
the mind control. These are
Yeah.
just corrupt cops.
Yeah. Like, the main characters in the game initially were ex-cops, like, way back in the Streets of Rage 1, 2, like, early games.
So these
Yeah.
shield guys really, really suck, by the way. Ow. You essentially have to use your super on them. And those guys are also really annoying. These taser guys piss off basically everyone because they can just grab you far away instantly, basically, and tase you. No one likes getting tased. I'm pretty sure we've established that at this point. It is 2020.
I
Yeah, being tased is not
fixed it, Dark Fox. You know what it was? They
What?
broke my install with the latest update.
Bruh.
It's working now. I loaded the precinct. The precinct was exactly the issue.
They did
Are you
what?
sure? Did you look online?
Hmm. Well, whatever
I
the
thought it
crash issue was, it's not crashing anymore. But yeah. So we're good at.
Alright. I'm with it.
But yeah, the show must go on.
So what are we doing now?
We're beating up the police chief because he's also corrupt, obviously, because he's the police chief. I mean, Again, just reasonable, normal America things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this is just a normal day in an American city.
Yeah. It does seem like a very normal day in an American city, I will say.
Except for the fact that you are a mass of pixels while they are all...
That is true.
Wow.
The pixels aren't very realistic. I'll give you that.
Also,
But-
being dressed in like karate gear is also not very common.
I mean, you
in
don't-
America.
You don't dress in
Bruh,
karate.
you've clearly never been to an American city. That is actually completely normal.
I have never seen anyone wear anything like this, but I also live in the Midwest.
UFC chic.
USC shit.
This is it. A new fashion statement. You make yourself all pixely. You
you get yourself a
get some
key,
karate
a
gear.
headband, and then just make yourself pixelated.
It's a new fashion statement, dude. Billie Eilish, get on it.
Waiting.
Hello.
Hey. See this?
Remember, this is a speed run.
It is.
With
We are going
crashes. Thanks, guard crush.
Oh man, it didn't crash.
It didn't
Oh
crash.
wow. Oh.
I did a quick reinstall.
Grace, are you okay? Is everything good over there?
She's fine.
It'll
I
be
like how an update breaks the game and a complete reinstall has to fix it.
blow me up. Yeah. Thank you, Barrel-san. Barrel-chan. Barrel-senpai.
I'm tired.
So what's the deal with these barrels? Why do they light on fire when you punch
Well,
them?
you see, they're oil barrels, so when you punch them, you know, your fists light them on fire. They cause them to spark.
I mean, I can see, like, Axel doing that with his grand upper. Like, did you see that shit? Like,
So what
Your fists are literally flaming.
on fire.
This is accurate.
So what you're leading me to believe here is that when you
To be
do
fair, my
attack-
foot is also on fire, but my normal attack, on the other hand, not so on fire.
So when you do the attacks and they like light the limb on fire for emphasis, I'm led to believe that is actual
That's real
fire.
life, yeah. I mean, this is what
Okay.
their real world is like. I mean,
Yeah, just a normal day in America.
yeah.
That also happens to me if I
Don't
swing
you
hard
kick
enough.
fire?
Yeah, all the time.
So you can use the barrels pretty effectively, like I just did, where I ran in, kicked the barrel, and then jumped over. So you can kind of just blow up dudes if you get them positioned right. Most of going fast in this video game is about positioning, like enemies, which you have to be good at, and you're not. This screen sucks.
Just keep pushing forward.
I can go through them,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, I gotta say, not having full visibility of where you're at doesn't seem very good.
Oh my god, they can just kick you from off the screen. It's really, it's top notch. There
This is
guy
where
back
the
there?
game seems to
You gotta
start
kill
getting
that
really good shit from my observation.
Hello? Oh, there we go.
Very tiny doorway.
I'm gonna super and it's gonna knock her the other direction.
Okay. I'm ready.
Knock her that way. Super. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh man. There we go. So, this is, for some reason okay, it's pretty clear why. This is obviously a sex dungeon. I'm just gonna point that out. This is a sex dungeon. There's spikes on the wall, and that's a feature of that boss fight. Ooh, 3 minutes exactly. Spicy.
That's nice.
So now we have to pick each stage individually. Which kind of sucks, but it's okay. So this is where they're going to introduce these kicking characters, which are also really bullshit. because they can just kind of go through everything and you can't hit them. And
Yeah, they're a throwback to Streets of Rage 3, which you guys saw not too long ago, that had them in there as well.
Yeah. I don't know if they have quite so much ability to hit you no matter what you're doing, though.
No, not in that game. They don't have auto-tracking kicks like, you know, CSGO hacks or something like that. But, I mean, they definitely jump and kick. They just don't track you from a million miles away. Oh my god, barrels.
So this may be something you do or do not know, but I noticed that all of the enemies have names.
They do.
Because I pointed out that the kicking enemies have stripper names, but here's an interesting question. Are any of the names like duplicates, or...?
Yes, they're all like, all the enemies have a set name.
So like,
every
yeah, whatever
enemy
enemy color it is, so like those black, shirted cops that just grabbed Mash and fucked him up, and then grabbed me and fucked me up. Those guys, aside from being jackasses, are named Barney. And they're all named Barney because they're the black shirted ones, right?
Okay.
And all of the blue shirted, like red haired dudes, right? The jacket guys. Those guys are Galcia. They're all named Galcia. Mr. X has like a lot of guys named Galcia. And Donovan.
Yeah, Galcia's a throwback to the first game.
And yeah, so that guy right there with like the like jean jacket that was at the top of the bottle, or this guy right here that's gonna try and stab me and fail.
I see. I was wondering if they personified every single enemy in the game to make you feel bad for beating up corrupt cops.
Yeah. So yellow signal, green signal are also things. So that's the other cool. Like the jacketed guy, these guys with the yellow, green, red. You'll see red and blue later. They're all called like yellow, red, and green signal. That's their name. Stoplight. Oh, I didn't have the spacing right. There we go. That's better. Yes. I think this is kind of nice right here.
Well, not with the fire.
Puncher. Oh my god. We got comboed.
She automatically does that.
Imagine getting comboed. She's gonna fly back. Oh. Oh. Yes.
Estel, please.
Ooh.
There we go.
That's what I want.
That was a bit rough. But
It was so I couldn't get her up in a corner at all.
yeah, she was just power armoring through everything. But it was still pretty good.
I almost played level 4 again. So okay, so now we can start to explain. So you see there's speakers here. So what the Y twins are trying to do here is they've installed speakers throughout the subway or sewage system, excuse me, not subway system. Sewage system, the sewers. And they're playing hypnotizing music, like mind controlling music. And they're basically making people act like dicks. And specifically work for them. So we're gonna stop that, obviously.
Oi. Kevin, please.
Kevin says no.
Well, that's a Francis, but the other one was Kevin.
Is
I just
that
want him to,
Kevin
like-
from Ed, Edd and Eddy?
Yeah, I just want him to go into the thing and die, but I mean,
He just won't.
he's dead now.
Yeah, I think that pulled everything.
Yep.
I suppose this is basically what the New York Underground looks like. It is pretty true to life.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I would
I've never
say so.
been to New York Underground, so I wouldn't know.
I've definitely also never been to New York. I've driven through New York.
Okay, there we go. I mean, I meant to kill myself there. Because I was low on health, and why not? There we go.
So that guy's dead.
Oh.
And we just gotta
And
kill
this
Big
guy's...
Ben.
He's gonna get stuff. There we go.
Yeah, okay. he's dead.
I don't know why I picked that up. I was looking... I'm used to you hosting, so I was looking at the second player health bar.
Yeah.
The one thing you do want to do in a lot of beat 'em ups, I'm sure that this was mentioned by the person before us who was actually
Sonic,
good at his
man.
game and
Yeah.
also was playing good games. You want to push the screen like as far as you can generally, to make sure that you spawn in enemies that like are related to like see like that these enemies here. I'm not sure if they're on a timer or if they're pushed, because we haven't figured that out yet, but the point is you want to push the screen as far as you can go, usually. So you can spawn all the enemies. So that you can kill them all. These enemies are really cool. They're bikers.
Nice.
Thank you for
B. I just
Oh,
like how they
okay.
can just randomly grab you and power drive you into the
I
ground.
actually didn't mean to do that.
So what is that potion on the ground with fire?
Huh? You can throw it and it makes fire on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I
Go at
think
'em.
this? Yes. Put him in the corner. Good. Try and keep him there with your Y. Your regular punching one is
Yeah.
really good because it makes you pretty invincible.
Yeah, those biker chicks are messing me up though.
Yeah, we don't normally get any of the biker chicks, but unfortunately we had a motorcycle get broken. They get triggered in if you break the motorcycles. Now that they're dead, we can try to not. There we go. That was good. Generally, we want to try and get him back here so that
Nice.
you can bounce him.
If you can bounce enemies off the wall, it's usually the most effective thing to do with combos.
Yeah.
But,
They do
I mean,
add a
they-
limit.
yeah, there is a forced limit though.
Yeah.
But there is
Unless-
ways around it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless you're playing a newer character. So we're gonna go to Chinatown.
I don't know why they go to Chinatown, but they gotta go see Shiva.
They were told to go see Shiva a long time ago. I think they've just been on a journey to Shiva this whole time. So yeah, basically they're trying to use music to mind control people. So I want to be clear, Dale is aware of this, that's the plot of Teen Titans Go to the Movies, which is a great movie. Please go watch Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Don't be a grouch about it not being Teen Titans. It's really funny. That movie has the plot of the villain using a movie to mind control the populace into doing anything they want and becoming their slaves. Which, for the record, doesn't really... I don't really know why you would really want to do that. It seems like life would be kind of boring if everyone was just a robot. But maybe I'm wrong. Wow, that guy just Showed me,
I got
didn't
you.
he?
Yeah, at that point it's sort of like, ooh, I use this to gain all the power, but I don't really have power over anyone because they're all the same person. Like, what was the point?
Yeah, that's what I don't
I
understand.
I can't really exploit
Right,
my
like,
power
you
for
just-
any gain.
Like, who do you interact with at that point? Do you know? You'd have to be really antisocial, I think. You'd have to be like a really introverted supervillain. Ow.
Sort of like the guy from Meet the Robinsons.
Did you just leave the timer running this whole time, by the way? I hope
Yeah.
so. Good.
Oh, absolutely.
We're at like 500 minutes, right?
Yeah, we're at 32.
Hell yeah. Oh wow. I definitely thought you did that.
I did, but he got super armor.
Look at Grace.
Hmm?
Grace is just not here. She's supposed to be helping me do my job.
I don't know. Do you have any donations?
We do not.
Come on, people.
Yeah, reminded that we do have a bid war coming up and that we are raising money for Save the Children, which is a good cause. Oh, she's playing Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Hello,
Okay.
what's poppin'?
I'm back. I had to step away for like 30 seconds because I got halfway through typing a mechanic to somebody and went, oh god, I can't explain this in chat.
I see.
Tell
Yeah, I
them.
just looked over and noticed you're gone, and I'm like, did she go to bed?
No.
Did she leave?
No. I'm like watching Streets of Rage on one screen and then my chat's pinging on the other going, how do I do this? And I'm like, I'm not typing this.
So as someone who's played both games, MASH and also Darkfox, how does this game compare to Final Fantasy XIV?
It's definitely a better game.
Wow!
Damn.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I thought you were
Well,
gonna
you
ask
only
me what
have
one's better
to
between Streets
with
of
this
Rage
game.
and-
It's like 1 to 2 player, so you don't have to.
Well, yeah, I mean, that
easy
is...
to- you don't. This is better for.
That is the question, MASH. Like, would you rather play this or would you rather play FF14?
Streets of Rage 1.
Streets of Rage 1. That
That's
wasn't
the-
one of the options given
Let's,
to
That
you,
was
but
let's
okay.
be
not really an
realistic. Let's be realistic. MASH would rather play Onichanbara, which we do
I
have a bid
mean-
war going for to pick what outfit MASH has to wear.
I mean, outfits. Plural.
Plural. He's going to be switching in between each level. So use your dollars
Possibly.
wisely.
Possibly. We'll see. There's 3 different sets of outfits for each character, so we're just gonna switch between them.
Right now, the legacy outfits are winning with $25 in total.
I love just accidentally punching in there. It's great, and there's no way for me to cancel.
This
So
took
you could just get
these
free
screens
punches.
take actual focus. This part of the game is actually kind of frustrating at times if you mess up, because they just kind of throw a lot of enemies to you at the same time. Just haven't noticed. And with Donovan's, it's especially annoying because a lot of Donovan's hits just have automatic priority at all times. See, I just got knocked across the screen. They just have priority, period, and they'll spawn in hitting you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it can get kind of frustrating at times, for sure, on some of the screens.
So speaking of that bid war, I do want to remind everyone that Legacy is currently in the lead with $25, which means for $26 you could snipe that bid war and change which bikinis the Bikini Samurai Squad will be wearing. At $26, pretty close to $30, can stock early childhood programs in the US with markers, crayons, puzzles, construction paper, and books, providing children with the tools they need to start strong. So just so you know where your money might be going, it's worthwhile, and you get to decide how scantily clad the anime girls will be. So
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm willing to bet that if these guys had some better life support when they were kids, they probably wouldn't be getting beat up by Shiva.
That probably is true.
It probably is.
I mean, there's a couple like reasonable outfits, so if you want to have them clothed, I mean, there's outfits for that.
Oh yeah, so
Game?
that's something that's really funny.
Yeah.
They programmed the game to not work right. Like, so
The screen did
if you
not
notice
wanna
there,
go.
the screen didn't transition because I was dashing, because you have iframes when you're dashing as Shiva, sort of. You don't really. You only have iframes against some stuff, like enemies standing there. You can like go through enemies.
Just so you guys know, I'm not sure if you have chat open, you are getting called out by On Cavern for not being able to beat this in under an hour.
I
On-
definitely beat this in under 50 minutes.
I mean, we
What's your
also
point?
did have like.
We have also
some
had to restart
crashes.
like the
Yeah,
level. Yeah,
the
there's
game
definitely
did
like a
crash.
solid 15 minutes of like messing up that threw us off at this point. Like,
Yeah, there was a lot
I
of
stopped
things,
taking this run seriously a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you.
Fair enough. It's not like we're really pushing anyone else's run back. We're it.
We also made that shit. We also made that
You did
estimate
the wrong
for the
page.
record. I want to point out that that estimate was made when this game was a week old.
That is also true.
It is also accurate.
All right, there we go.
Can you really go back?
I really hate that we have to use stage select instead of just normal story. That's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Skytrain. Was this like a flying train, or what's the deal here?
Not really. And I missed the jump, unfortunately.
It's okay, I didn't.
I
You
usually
guys-
miss it.
I watched you guys play this earlier. Where are we at in the plot?
You can
at
also
this
just
point?
throw
What are we
through it
doing?
if you're throwing an enemy. For the record.
Why are we beating up corrupt cops right now?
You really need a good reason to beat up pro cops? I don't.
Well, no, it's a very reasonable thing to do, but I assume that there's
We're
more of an end
vigilantes.
goal.
We beat up bad guys. Corrupt cops are bad guys.
Given that there's 5 more levels in the game, I assume that there is an end goal to the things we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're gonna overthrow the Y twins because they're trying to mind control everyone. You know? So right now, I don't know. We're fighting our way towards something. Shiva told us that the Y twins were behind everything. I think. Isn't that what happened, or did he tell us where
Yeah.
to find them? What did he tell us?
Yeah, he told us where to find them.
Something. I'm not really paying attention.
So that's what I was wondering, is what Shiva told you. I didn't know if he asked you to go, like, pick him up donuts.
I don't
from
know
the
what I told us.
grocery store,
Whatever you
or if he was venting his frustrations with the corrupt cops in the city, or what was really going on. But
I mean, that's
you know,
probably.
I knew you were going to him to ask him something or other, and wasn't sure what the response was.
The taser guys really annoy me because they just
Yeah.
have crazy grab range.
I don't think they should let police have tasers.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
would
think.
save you guys a lot of
Clearly, they
trouble
can't be
for sure.
trusted with them. I mean. This is all ideal right now. Almost.
I mean, she's not as annoying on this stage as she was on
It's
the
true.
previous stage. I did not hit that button, but okay.
Are we gonna kill her before she gets to summon? Oh, no.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
basically. Basically.
very nice. So she summons the police commissioner. Now I want to be clear that Estelle is not a bad guy.
Yeah, she's just doing
Okay.
her job.
She's a good guy. Everyone else, though, all the other cops are.
So why is Estelle not a bad guy? Let's get
I don't know.
some-
It says it's in the story. She helps you and stuff. Actually, I think after that level, the cops. No, the cops definitely still beat you up in this level. Now that I think about it.
Estelle specifically says that she's gonna help you out.
That's true.
Plausible.
I definitely wanted to kill this person. Oh man, she's up there now. So these enemies are very annoying. I think I've said that a lot. These ones throw fire at you, and they also dodge a lot. And when you hit them, the fire goes up in the air and then falls on you anyway. That's neat.
It doesn't seem ideal.
It's not.
Why was there a turkey on a pedestal?
It's a golden turkey.
It's a golden turkey. You can only use it once.
Did you not put your turkey on a pedestal?
Dead.
So why is it golden? What can you do with it?
Golden turkey's a one-hit kill.
Oh.
Ow. I definitely thought you would grand upper those guys. Not gonna lie.
I tried.
That
all I have
sounds
to
like
say.
the game.
That's what the people who made this game said. Wow. I definitely couldn't hit that guy. He definitely could hit me. Interesting. Okay, that guy definitely deserved it.
I do not like these enemies that they run away. What? Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, she killed herself. It's fine. And she died to the grenade I threw.
Okay, cool. Those enemies are annoying, as I said.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, so now we're gonna fight the first boss, but there's two of them.
Yeah, fire one and the poison one, but poison's kind of a joke. Alright, she's down.
Super.
You're never really winning when you play this game, Quo.
Hmm?
There we go.
Quo asked if you were winning.
Everybody's born to compete as he chooses. But how can someone win if winning means that someone loses?
Listen, Quo.
That was
Well-
way too philosophical
well,
for how
wait a
tired I
minute.
am.
Wait a minute.
Y Tower.
What?
We're on Y Tower now. Here we
Oh
go.
yeah. So, now there's ice physics for some reason, even though this is definitely not ice. I'm not really sure what they were doing.
The flat.
I honestly, genuinely don't understand this.
We're in a sauna and
This is a steam room.
Oh yeah, there
And-
are wet floor signs all around.
There are
The floor
wet,
is wet.
but it's ice physics. Ice. It's not like wet floor. It's
Well,
like
yeah,
ice.
you're slipping on the water, dude. It's
Yeah, but it's
fine.
literally ice physics. It's
You're
unbelievably ridiculous.
there's so much water that you're slipping around on the water.
Have you ever been in a steam room? I've been in a
You're
steam room.
slipping around on the water, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
remember
enough
slipping
water
around.
I
so
mean-
that the coefficient of
You're
friction
slipping around
is
on the
no
water.
longer there, but not so much water that it creates
If you
a new
notice, I grabbed that
coefficient
guy
of
as he
friction.
spawned in. There's a couple of, like, that I figured out that I can do that.
Okay, Ayano has a point. It could be oil.
But oil? Oh yeah, what if it's massage oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Someone had a massive bottle of massage oil and they just dropped it on their way in and spilled everywhere.
I don't like that the Kevins just go off screen sometimes.
Ugh. Ugh.
Once again, asking whether or not that is Kevin from Ed, Edd n Eddy. These guys look like the thumbs from Spy Kids.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's accurate.
They look exactly like them. This is actually tripping me out.
Yes. Beautiful. Get fucked,
I
Goro.
just gotta deal with this guy.
He's
There we
dead.
go.
These two characters work great together because both of our blitz attacks just kind of keep enemies knocked up in the same general space. So we can kind of both blitz attack groups together, and it works really well. And both of our blitz attacks are also some of the most powerful attacks in the entire game. So what we're going to attempt to do here is knock these guys out the window. There we go. So now we want to do it on the other side too. Oh.
Alright.
So I know you don't believe that the cops should have tasers, but do you believe that the business bodyguards should have guns?
No. Not those guys. Mostly because they're criminals. If they weren't criminals,
Whoa.
sure.
I
Absolutely
have a
not.
question, actually, really quick.
Sure.
So, you were fighting an enemy called Goro earlier. Why did he only have 2 arms?
I honestly couldn't explain it to you. There you go.
There you go.
I was gonna say, if you just grab him and let him jump away, he'll kill himself.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed. It's not the real Goro.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Are we talking about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Goro.
Yeah.
I can't believe you had to ask that question.
Dude, I'm
He
tired.
has more arms than 2.
I have dementia. I'm not like other boys.
I don't think you do.
That's the wrong way.
Not real Goro.
Alright, he's dead.
That one's off. That one's off.
Nice.
Good.
Okay, so now we're gonna fight Max. Max used to be our friend, but he's mind controlled from the music. He listened to the sick beats, and now you can see his eyes are red. I'm not skipping this cutscene because I don't care.
What song do you think they use to hypnotize
Scatman's
everyone?
World.
I honestly couldn't tell you because we're listening
Ooh.
to the
I think I'm
retro
slow on this
soundtrack, so
one.
I can't hear any of our current theme songs.
Yeah, I'm with Chloe. I'm gonna headcanon it as Scatman's World.
Apparently it's really philosophical.
Oh,
A lot of
Can't
scat
believe-
is.
the game has done this.
Yeah, Scatman's World is honestly is like
I can't believe he just shot me.
it really describes the mindset of the whole generation, dude.
And by that I mean I can absolutely believe that he shot me. I would shoot me. If I
That's
was
fair.
a bad guy.
Oh.
Who's to say you're not a bad guy?
Whoa.
Well, we did
What if-
just
what
beat
if
me
the
up.
Y twins-
I want to
what
point
if
out
the
that
Y
we
twins are-
definitely fought me. So, it's
What if the
believable.
Y? Now hear me out. What if the Y twins are using the music to hypnotize everyone into beating up corrupt cops, and you're stopping them from doing that?
They're trying to take over the city, just like their father's legacy. So.
But how do
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
You're
I
just
think
gonna
they're really
hit the
just...
word.
No, what I'm seeing here is that they're using the state. They're using agents of the state, you know, to, like, try to stop us from our vigilante justice, so...
What if this entire game is you being hypnotized into thinking that everyone else is being hypnotized?
Exactly.
Whoa.
Just like beating
That
up
would be kinda-
random people in the street.
That'd be kind of wild. Did I ever tell you about the thing that I was thinking about where, like, You could make like a short film about a guy who like thought that he had like he was like a vigilante superhero, kind of like a Kick-Ass movie, and like you'd go through this whole like movie that's just like Kick-Ass, right? You know, not just like obviously, but it's similar, right? But then you get to the end and it turns out that he's like crazy, and he's just been like beating up innocent people in the street and like fucking like being like yeah, and like he gets locked up in a mental asylum. It's pretty wild, man.
Yeah.
That was back when I used to make movies. It was fun.
I mean, that just kind of sounds like the plot of a bad Batman film to me.
I know, it's great. It would be a perfect short film that would be stupid and corny. It's like fake deep. It's perfect.
As many short films are.
Yeah, I know.
No, but like that's a good point. Really, you don't know if you're the ones being hypnotized, because if you were hypnotized,
For all
you
I
wouldn't
know, I could be in the Matrix right now.
You definitely could be.
I mean,
the
like,
bad
you
guy.
can't prove that I'm real.
Actually, yeah, that is also true. We
Alright,
also
now
can't
let's get
prove-
to
we
the
also
Now you're too philosophical.
we absolutely
We've now
cannot
gone
prove
too
Mash is
philosophical.
from Canada. MASH might very well not be from Canada.
I don't think Canada exists.
Alright, round 2. I'll be right back.
What? I don't exist.
Okay. No, I said I don't think
Yeah,
Canada
Canada
exists.
doesn't exist. You live in the United States. You're being brainwashed by the
Yeah.
music.
If Canada really existed, like, don't you think that,
Yeah, done.
like, Tim Hortons would, like, be better than it is?
Yeah, probably.
You know what I
It would
mean?
actually taste good.
I mean, like,
Actually, Tim Hortons breakfast.
when I was up there,
sandwiches
it was basically like Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but their breakfast sandwiches are actually.
I was
kinda
led to believe that Canada was the land of joy and breakfast.
Like, I did quite enjoy their breakfast sandwiches.
That
They were
Donathan
pretty
totally
good.
super armored me.
And the
I believe
Timbits,
in you. You
I
could have
can.
definitely killed this guy.
I did like Timbits,
Never mind.
except for when
He
two
super
of,
armored you as well.
20 Timbits. But other than that, I mean, I have good experiences at Tim Hortons.
Oh, it's definitely not. I'm not saying I don't like Dunkin' Donuts. To be clear, when I compare it to Dunkin' Donuts, that's not a terrible thing. You know what's funny, actually? When it comes to breakfast foods, Dunkin' Donuts is definitely better than Starbucks.
I actually have not been to a Dunkin' Donuts in like 3 years.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what?
This
Waffle
boss
House is
just
better.
Kind of a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Waffle
boss,
House is
he's the guy that's making the music, I think. That's making everyone be a dickbag. So we don't like him.
Ow.
Wait a minute, I'm just
That
now
was
realizing that Streets of Rage 4 is just Jet Set Radio.
That's
They're
also
using
true.
music.
This is
Oh,
also
that
Jet
would
Set
make
Radio.
sense.
This is
Right.
JSRF HD, dude.
Dude, we
got
got it. Holy shit.
It looks pretty pixelated for an HD game.
Don't worry.
They wanted the aesthetic.
By HD, we just mean 16 by 9.
Alright.
That means HD, right?
Waffle House is actually kind of peak cuisine.
Waffle House is peak.
Like, I'm not
cuisine.
gonna lie to you,
Look.
like, when it comes to,
Look.
like, food, breakfast food is pretty peak.
Look.
And when it comes to breakfast food, Waffle House is also pretty peak. So,
It
like,
depends. What
Look.
time of the day? Because from 2 to 6 a.m. it's the best thing ever. But when other things are open, it's not the best thing ever.
it's the best breakfast food. Probably.
That's wrong.
Unless
but
you
let
can
me
get
tell you-
IHOP. There needs to be an IHOP as an alternative. I would argue.
That's fair.
But that's only because there's so many kinds of pancakes.
Now, let me
All
break it down
delicious.
for you why
Yeah.
Waffle House is objectively the best restaurant, okay?
Alright.
So when you're looking at, like, the quality of a restaurant, you're not necessarily looking at the quality of food because you ignore a very important factor, which is the price. So the real thing you want to look at when you're breaking down and ranking restaurants by, like, how good they are is the value to price ratio, Okay. Now, when you
What's
go
the
to
point?
Waffle House,
Wow, that
you
was just
get
a
some
chain
pretty
reaction.
good food. I'm not gonna go out and I'm not gonna say that Waffle House food is the best breakfast food that I've ever had, but what I will say is that you go there and you get a lot of food, and the food is pretty good. The food at IHOP, in terms of quality, is a lot better, but it's not so much better.
I want to be
that
clear
the
that
value
only
for
the
price
breakfast
will
food
show.
at IHOP is better.
Yes, fuck anything
The
at IHOP.
diner
is not.
food at IHOP is way worse.
All right, have you ever been to a hotel that serves free breakfast?
What?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a hotel that serves free breakfast?
Yes.
The value to price ratio, or the quality to price ratio, technically is unmatched. I still wouldn't prefer
No,
eating
because it's
there.
just included in your actual room price. You're paying for that.
Yeah, no, you are paying.
Let's be realistic here. You're paying for that.
But the point
I also want to be clear
you
that when
go to-
I was in Nashville for training for work, I definitely had free hotel breakfast and definitely walked across the parking lot to Waffle House every morning anyway.
Right, but going to
Just
that
try, which is what I was
breakfast,
after. Cool.
So
going to that
anyway.
breakfast would not have cost you anything.
The point I'm getting at is that when you go to Waffle House,
Yeah.
the food isn't like top quality, but the food, the quality of the food over the price
Oh yeah.
is just
Well,
a
how
much
much?
higher number than any other restaurant in America. Bar
I
none.
would definitely argue that IHOP is the close second.
IHOP is a lot.
Like
more
the
expensive.
split decision breakfast is a move. If anyone in the chat doesn't know, you should Uber Eats a split decision breakfast from
Actually,
IHOP.
split decision breakfast is a slapper.
It is a slapper.
Um,
Because you get French toast and pancakes and bacon and sausage and eggs. You do
But it
have to
is-
add hash browns on and fruit if you want fruit. But that's also like 2,000 calories, so have fun.
but it is more expensive, and I don't like IHOP's bacon or hash
It's like
browns.
$14 with all the add-ons too.
You go up.
You can get the same thing at Waffle House for like $7.
That's true, and I will say, most IHOP's bacon is very disappointing. IHOP makes their bacon, like, not crunchy. I don't understand why you would want not crunchy bacon. But why do you want your bacon to be, like
what
like
I'm
when you go to
saying.
bite it and it, like,
And
gets
then
stuck
only-
together? It gets, like,
the only-
mushy.
So hot take for the conversation.
There's where
Bacon
the-
is bacon is nasty.
Whoa, hot take, pigs are disgusting. And you shouldn't eat them. They literally... Trichinosis is an extremely disgusting thing that almost all pigs have.
Exactly. Even Gander, the most qualified person probably in like anyone in this conversation right now, is backing us up.
No, the bacon is
Good
shit.
IHOP is
You get the
not good.
that's why when I ordered my last split decision, I got 4 sausage links instead
Yeah, that's the
of the
move.
bacon. The sausage is pretty decent. I don't hate the sausage. What I would really go there for though is the French toast and the pancakes and such. Let's be realistic here.
But no, like, that's what I'm getting at. Is that like, some of IHOP's menu items are better than IHOP's and also cheaper than they would be at IHOP, and that's
You mean
why-
Waffle Houses?
No, Waffle Houses are a lot cheaper than they would be like the same menu item at IHOP, and they're better.
Pigs are you eating? Listen, pigs are disgusting.
So essentially what I'm getting at is if you go and you do the theoretical math, which I'm not going to do because I'm lazy, but if you do it, you'd find that Waffle House is objectively a better restaurant.
So, like, genuinely, most pigs actually, I'm pretty sure, do have. Hey Google, or is that an old thing? Is that like? Let's pause this run. Hey Google, do pigs have trichinosis? Yeah, that's cool.
Should
Like,
us to
but,
be
but what's
over
like
this
the
time, by
infection
way.
rate?
And also sitting on the stage select.
I don't know. It doesn't tell me. Someone else Google this.
Bro, we're overestimating. Dude, play the game.
Dude, that's not
We
my
would have been
fault. This
15
was
minutes
technical
under.
errors. The game literally broke. Like,
Okay, but look, I want to go to bed, and I want to go to bed at a reasonable hour.
but you got 2 more hours, fam.
Fuck.
It's underestimate. I don't know what to tell you.
You're right, it is underestimated. But yeah, no, that's the Waffle House rant, and I will die on that opinion. if there was ever like a civil war between IHOP fans and Waffle House fans, I would die on the Waffle House cliff.
It's also because pigs will eat literally anything, so it's cheap to keep them alive.
Yeah.
And feed them literally.
That is true.
Believe me, they do.
Same.
Saying TBH. That's me.
I love how
It's gonna be hard to change my mind about eating pigs. I don't, like, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you not to eat it when we're sitting in a restaurant. Like, you can order whatever you want. I tend to avoid it, though.
So I want to point out something very funny about Canada, okay?
What?
So Canadian bacon is this big meme, and it's like, oh, Canada has different bacon. But, like, in Canada, what we consider bacon is what they call bacon. And they call Canadian bacon Canadian bacon.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is fucking bizarre.
Well, no.
Like, why even call it Canadian bacon? Just come up with a new name.
No, what's really fascinating is, like, British bacon.
Yeah.
It sounds fascinating.
It's like, it's like very meaty in a lot of instances.
But what actually is it? Is it like bacon?
It's like a deeper cut. The strips are not super thin, right? Not really thin.
Oh, so
They're
it's
like a
actually
much
like a slab.
wider. Yeah. Like a rasher. Like when you watch The Hobbit and they've got like those like, this is bacon, right? And it's like a whole like slice, right? Like that's what we're talking about here.
Word. Are we in like a church? What is this building?
Yeah, we're in a castle.
Castle, yeah. I just want to...
Oh, Iona did the work for us. We're about to find out if pigs have diseases.
Oh, perfect. Pigs have disease. I know bears, when you go to eat bear meat, they also have trigonos. Widely, basically, pigs. At least black bears. I have heard that it tastes good though.
Probably do.
It's surprising.
Oh my
There's
God,
way too many black bears in Virginia, so.
So you know,
The armor on the Donathan's like super armor thing is just kind of super annoying.
so you know what actually tastes really good?
What?
That what you would not think
Squirrel.
would taste really good?
Squirrel tastes really good.
One, squirrel. Yes, you are correct. Alligator.
Alligator is okay if it's cooked right. Yes. But it's gotta be cooked right, because if it's not cooked
Yeah.
right, it gets rubbery. Chewy, you know what I mean? It's got that
I've had,
chewy.
so it was, I've had alligator a few times.
You live in Florida, so I would hope so.
Average of 16 cases a year, mostly in rural areas, caused by undercooked meat that has been...
I'm not asking about cases in humans. I'm asking about how many pigs carry it. Because you kill it when you cook it to a certain amount of temperature.
That is why you cook meat, to avoid...
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Because what it does is it kills the larva or whatever, so they can't get into you. But there's still, like, larvae in there. You know what I mean? Like, they're
Yeah.
still in there. They're just cooked now. And it really messes with my head. Anything that has, like large, like parasite presence, I try to avoid. Which is most meat, to be fair.
I mean, we kind of glossed over the plane with Mr. Y. Now this is Mrs. Y.
Oh, yeah, but who cares about him? He's kind of an idiot.
Miss Y is actually very cute.
She is. Yeah. She is a cutie pie.
Definitely waifu the moment.
Yeah.
Waifu?
They definitely did a good job on making her
No.
desirable.
Stop.
Why?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Nope, don't you say it again.
What? Waifu
I
the
was
moment?
making bad jokes.
Oh. We should just conjugate Jolo.
I can disconnect you.
I love how that's
reconnect
where it
me.
goes.
I do have permissions for this channel.
Whoa. As staff, I would appreciate it greatly. Not do that while we're fighting the. So this is the final boss. It's both of the twins.
I still love.
We really want to
how
get
with
him
one word-
into the. We want to do damage to him here. He's kind of really messing me up right now.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to go for Mr. Y.
I missed him.
And this guy.
He's just going all
This
over
is
the
probably
place
the
with
worst
grenades
boss
and
fight
stuff.
we've had in like.
Yeah. Usually this goes a lot quicker.
I'll be honest with you. This is going very poorly. Okay.
All right. Transition. Phase 2.
To be fair, I've been kind of distracted by talk about IHOP. Pigs. What?
I was just gonna say that I actually really enjoy the fact that a single word can just anger Quo so much.
Fox, over here, man. Gotta stay over here.
I'm aware. I am aware.
Bring her to us.
If you stand like roughly where I'm standing, and you neutral jump at the right time, which I didn't, you can basically just stand around and not get hit. But I'm bad at it. So I'm kind of tired.
2 more hours after this.
Yeah, but I don't have to play a video game.
That's true. Mash does have to play a video game.
Yeah. So now you'll notice that he's dealing damage to Mrs. Y, which is really good. Because it means that we just, like, kill her faster once she gets in here. She's gonna jump into the robot after you guys, and we just beat up the robot more.
Oh, it's
Why
almost
wouldn't
done.
you just kill her before so that she can't jump into the robot? that's
It's actually easier to
time,
kill her
by
in the
the way.
robot. Yeah,
Really?
that's time, by the way. I kind of like stopped caring about time. So during the game broke and we literally couldn't even play story mode anymore.
You're like a 109:30.
Yeah, so subtract the like 20 minutes of the game being broken and 50 minutes. Ha ha ha!
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes of troubleshooting because of the
It really
crash
honestly
on
was
stage
probably
2.
like 10 minutes of troubleshooting. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah, that
probably
was
would have
about
been a
10
round
minutes.
estimate with us messing around after that.
Alright.
So we're gonna go to intermission and get set up for Oni Chambara. Make sure you get ready for the bid wars. You have 20 chances to change our outfits throughout this run. Coming up, coming at you.
Yes.
We all know that Anna with triple N is waifu material in that game. Come
Oh
fight me.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm on yet. Am I on, everyone? Am I is my voice coming through? Alright, I'm good to talk. What's up, everyone? You just heard me being annoying during commentary for the last run, and you're gonna be hearing me be annoying again during the next run. Because I'm also on the couch for Oni Chanbara. I would like to remind everyone that there is a bid war open for Oni Chanbara, where you can choose the outfits. Again, you're essentially choosing how naked the anime girls on screen will be. So do get excited about that. Put your money towards it. It is going towards a good cause. Save the Children works in the heart of communities where they help children and families help themselves by providing education, infrastructure, healthcare, and protection from harm. Save the Children works closely with other organizations, governments, nonprofits, and a variety of local partners while maintaining their own independence without political agenda or religious orientation. Help us to help them in making the world a better place. Thank you all for donating, and like I always say, thank you to everyone who will donate during this next run for the bid war. Can I get a bid war spam in chat? Anyone who has the emotes? Can we get one of those going? Raise awareness. I like it, war bid. Being a rebel, I'm with it. Yeah, I get those in. I'm definitely gonna be donating. And I do think y'all should too. Horned anime. I like horned anime. This is good. This is a good emote. Yeah, I mean that's really all I've got. We're very behind schedule, and I want to go to bed, so I have to stall a little bit. We were having a bit of trouble earlier with MASH trying to set stuff up, so I'll just pose the same question I posed yesterday. What did everyone have for breakfast this morning or this afternoon? If you wake up in the afternoon. Any breakfast boys in the chat? Anyone go to Waffle House this morning? Thought you had an 11-hour shift. Oh no. 11 hours would be a lot of hours to host. You'd have to have like a lot of water for that. I could never. I almost went to Waffle House actually, but I ended up not going to Waffle House because they were closed when I woke up. I woke up very late today.
I am a killer, and I always have.
Marshmallows help.
They say once you taste blood, it changes.
I would not have known that. That's interesting. I might try that next weekend.
Since day one. What is worth killing for, you might ask? I wouldn't know, because I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
I have always
probably have time for a quick Save the Children video, so I'm gonna let that play out, and then we'll get started with some Oni-Chanbara Bikini Samurai Squad. Get excited, it's quite the game.
Childhood should be a time when our nation's youngest citizens build their foundation to develop to their full potential. In rural America, many children lack daily opportunities to learn, have nutritious food, and access to healthcare. And these challenges are now magnified by the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. As part of its annual childhood report, Save the Children has created the first ever ranking of U.S. counties, highlighting how well they protect and provide for children. In McDowell County, West Virginia, families are isolated and without resources, struggling to provide kids the childhoods they deserve.
There's not a pediatrician here in the county, and so when a child is sick, oftentimes families have to make a choice if they have gas money to be able to take their child to see that pediatrician, if they need to stay and work instead.
If you have a sick child, the last thing you want to have to do is drive 2 hours to be able to see the doctor and 2 hours home. To me, that's probably one of the biggest challenges in this county.
We worry about her than we do ourselves. We make sure she gets fed before we do.
Our early childhood coordinator that we have here in McDowell County also work directly with the families to connect them with community resources.
Sometimes it's church across the road, they give out food. When they give out food, I go right over and get a box.
Where a child is born or where they grow up shouldn't determine their future. To make things better for children and for our shared future, we must all come together. Save the Children provides early childhood education services in communities across the country that seek to address children's social and emotional growth as well as improve their educational achievement. Compassionate individuals like you can make a difference by supporting our efforts to help our nation's most marginalized children.
If somebody doesn't see that these children are struggling and pick them up and give them the assistance or be a good role model for them, then they are going to be left behind.